Do you remember what the first Disney movie you ever watched was?
Gotta be the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, right?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the original, very original. It's a great movie.
Yeah. And let us know in the comments what Disney film was your first.
Yeah, and also which one's your favourite.
Yeah.
But Moana. There's a lot of people's favourites, and I think that'll be very popular. The first one.
Yeah. And today we're talking about Moana 2. It's just come out.
It was like a logical step from the first one, really, wasn't it? Because they were sort of setting it up how they wanted to join up with the other islands and all that. And that's where the story went, really.
What actually happens in this film? Like, what's it about?
Just like I said, really, they just it sort of just takes place. What is it, like a year or two after the first one?
Must be.
So yeah, she gets a calling to unite all the islanders, and she has to go to Motufetu. Motufetu, so I want to say. And if she touches the surface of this mountain, really, isn't it? It's like a mountainous island, really. Then this is the key that's gonna unite the people again. And obviously, she has help from Maui.
And obviously, there's a villain in the film, and he's causing storms and blocking people from gathering on this island.
Yeah, because they don't want the people to unite, which is a similar theme to the first one. Really.
Yeah, because the gods have more power if humans aren't united.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, the plot. Obviously, we won't go into more detail.
Yeah.
And you say just a quick review of the film. That it's better than the last 5 years of Disney films, but not top level, is it?
Yeah, I'm thinking of Wish and stuff like that. It's better than them.
Yeah.
But yeah, not top level. Not on the level of the first Moana. Or the first Inside Out, or whatever. They're the generation before the most recent, aren't they? So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's decent. They like to be getting a bit on track again, don't they, Disney?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, their strategy is literally just to get their old stuff and make a second and third movie of it. That's the whole strategy.
Yeah, what's coming out next? There's some sequel to something coming out next, and is it Zootopia or something?
Yeah. Yeah, they've announced a few things, didn't they, earlier in the year?
Yeah.
There's a couple of originals they announced as well, but...
So, trying to get into the star rating real quick.
Yeah, can do, yeah. I think we're going to give it a 3. 3 out of 5. Like you said, it's sort of middling, really, and I think we'll get into some of the more negative points in a second, but,
Yeah. I agree, 3. So let's get into the spoilers, because that's what you're really here for.
Yeah.
So, do you want to start with something bad then, if you brought it up?
Yeah, might as well. There wasn't much emotion, was it? Even the scenes with the sister, I just didn't find them emotional, really. Maybe, children would if they got a younger sister or something. Yeah.
And I think they were trying to make them emotional.
Yeah.
They slightly were, but there's nothing on the level like Coco or something, is it?
No. They were just forcing it a bit. It felt a bit forced to me.
And then the first film didn't really have that much emotional things in it, did it really?
No, I didn't. No, I think young girls, obviously, especially, they just like the songs and the stuff she wears and stuff, and the way she moves. They just like that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's more of an adventure thing instead of an emotional princess one, isn't it?
Yeah. We should say actually, it's got no weird stuff in this movie. If people are worried about that with their kids, it's just a completely normal film.
It's nothing Turning Red or Soul or anything.
No.
Lightyear. We didn't watch that, but obviously we heard that. happened in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got nothing of that stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wanted to get onto another thing that's bad. Like the first film, Maui and Moana have a lot of screen time together, don't they?
Yeah.
They're like working together from early on in the film. But this film, Maui's off somewhere else for like half the film. And there's only like a couple of scenes where they actually interact.
Yeah. I don't know, a bit slow, wasn't it? Like, just because, like, there was a lot of her just hanging around, Moana hanging around, just, like, going about stuff very slowly, with similar themes, recurring.
Yeah, and just like talking about destiny and that sort of thing, but you actually want to see the destiny happen, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, we get into the post-credit scene, the lightning guy. Like, why didn't they just, like, defeat it? Why is he still there? Like, they would.
Yeah.
So, like, don't really get it. Why is he still about?
Yeah. I would say, though, like, that actually looks quite interesting for the third, maybe. I think that'd be really good. Like, it just reminds me of a bit what movie was he in the Marvel one? Well, yeah. The guy, like, be his girlfriend or something. So, like, he's been cancelled then.
Right, Jonathan Major.
Yeah. It reminds me of his sort of character. Like, that guy is like him. Not just because of his skin tone.
He's like just chilling outside of like time.
Yeah.
Something's going on, and he knows it's happening, but he doesn't get personally involved.
Yeah, right.
I think they're like setting up like a sort of demigod god like pantheon sort of thing, and there's like multiple villains.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And it's like the crab turned up, and we didn't like the crab that much, do we?
No, he's a bit weird, isn't
Really strange guy. And the last point, which is kind of like an all-encompassing point about why it's bad, is just didn't expand on the original that much, did it?
No. Like, so what do you mean by that? Just like...
It's like more of the same, like, wasn't like an evolution. I know it's like a sequel, but, they could have done something a bit better with it, because, the whole first film's about her learning how to sail and getting out of it.
Yeah.
And then this one's like the similar thing, and like, she just gets out there and sails again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know, really. It's tough though, and like, where else could you have took it, really? It's like, she's sort of learned all the stuff, the hard stuff now. She just like, she already knows everything, doesn't she, at this point? So like, it's really
she's
tough.
A master.
Yeah, so like, you've just got to get her up against really hard people to fight him.
Yeah, but all she did was fight like some waves and some lightning.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted the lightning guy to get personally involved.
Yeah.
You can actually fight. I know she can't really fight. That's Maui's job, but even he didn't fight the god guy, did he?
No, right, yeah.
I think they're just setting up the third one, and they're definitely going to have a third one now, because it's the highest grossing animated film ever in like the first weekend one.
Yeah. Hundreds of millions. So it's probably going to hit like 2 billion. The end of its run. So, it's just insane. And like, well, a couple of days ago, I booked our seats and we were the only ones in there. And then we went there and it was full. The screening. So that's like 4:10 on a Wednesday. So like, it's just ridiculous, really.
Yeah, and that's in the UK as well. So
yeah.
Imagine in America.
Yeah. Every screening completely full, probably.
So yeah, that rounds out all the bad things. There's not that many things. It's just a bit of a culmination.
Yeah.
A few little things.
No, it wasn't bad at all, was it?
No.
I like the coconut guy. What are they called? Kokimora?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And like they come up, don't they? And they like obviously got this vested interest with Moana and her crew.
Yeah.
So like one of them gets involved. He like he does a witness meeting.
Yeah, that was hilarious, wasn't it? When he like got out his knife and cut the rope.
He just does that like war cry thing, like he hits his chest and then cuts the rope. Like he's committed suicide for the cause.
Yeah. And the chief is like there, like, God damn, what a warrior.
He thinks like he's lost him forever. Doesn't
Yeah. That's a good one.
he? Yeah, he was just so funny, that guy.
And then when he was chilling on the boat after, and he was just like sharpening his knife.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah.
Just getting ready to go into battle.
What a legend.
Yeah.
He's my favourite character from the film.
Yeah.
So, I think it was supposed to be a TV show, and then they adapted it into a film.
Yeah. Which I don't really understand what the strategy was. Like, obviously they had this strategy and they had like pushing people to Disney Plus. That was like their whole strategy, wasn't it, to like make more money? Because obviously you got a rolling subscription then, haven't you?
Yeah, and I think it didn't work, did it?
No, because the stuff was bad.
So, could you tell it was adapted from a TV show?
Maybe that is like the slow pacing, because obviously a TV show you're moving very slowly on. Like, and you want to, all you're doing really with a TV show is building up to the next series. That's all you ever seem to do.
That could be a reason why the villain didn't appear until the end, because like it's a TV show, so you have time to introduce it, but in a film you don't really do.
No, and a TV show would be like 25-minute episodes, wouldn't it? Less than that, probably. So like you're probably getting 5 or 6 out of that, really. And then, you know, you're setting up for the next one. That's all it's about, isn't it? Keeping the subscription going.
Yeah. So the reason why you brought that up is the animation quality didn't suffer really. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's really good and actually Moana. It's like one of the best, you know, all the vibrant colours and all that.
Yeah, definitely. And like all the water and stuff, I can't imagine it's easy to animate.
No,
water.
definitely not.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
No, it's cool, like, just one random thing that stuck in my head, like, some of that slime stuff, was it? Went on oval, you know? And then she like shook it off and there was like a shine on it, you know, because it was, obviously the slime was wet on it. I thought that was pretty cool.
It's good attention to detail.
Yeah, it just stuck in my head, I was like, wow. But it's tough, isn't it? Like, is there really that much creativity, you know, in Disney at the moment? Like I said, they're just bringing out sequels, then.
You know, they're just taking the worlds that other people have created and just telling a new story in that world.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to see how the original releases go, really, won't we? If they're any good. But yeah.
Do you want to talk about the songs?
It's hard to, really, because I don't really remember many of them.
Because in comparison to the first film, the You're Welcome song is an absolute banger.
Oh, yeah.
And How Far You'll Go is really good as well.
Yeah. Like, obviously, that's a massive part of why the films are successful as well in any Disney film. I don't really see any children catching on to these, but you never know with kids, do you?
Like that, we don't talk about Bruno took off, and that song was just objectively terrible.
Yeah, true.
And just say one thing that I do remember, one of the songs, and it was the rock song, where she's like training to defeat the lightning near the end of the film.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I just remember liking it. I'd have to listen to it again. I can't like remember how it goes or anything. I just thought it was good.
Yeah, okay.
When I was watching it.
What was in the credits then? That was an original one as well, obviously, but
Was it?
yeah, I don't know what it was, but
So yeah, the songs, I don't know, maybe if you watched it again and listen to the soundtrack you might like it a bit more.
yeah.
And so there was like a semi-villain. Like she was introduced as a villain, but she was actually being manipulated by the lightning.
Yeah.
She was an alright character, interesting.
Yeah.
And obviously his mother come from her, because now she's like a prisoner.
Yeah, and she like knows Maui from the past and all that, doesn't she?
I think it like hinted that they were together or something.
Yeah, somewhere. But Maui's like a big dog, and so you never know that.
He's probably had multiple women or sorceresses or whatever he's been with.
Yeah.
Because he said he's 3,000 years old, didn't he?
Yeah,
Or did he say 300?
he tells me.
Yeah, he's definitely a player, isn't
Hmm.
he? Yeah, I think that's about it. Have we got in the notes? Is there anything else we wanted to end up on?
No, I don't think so. It's just this perfectly reasonable movie, really. Decent level.
Yeah.
You should go and watch it.
Yeah, definitely take children with you because they seem to enjoy it.
Yeah,